What's up guys? So welcome back to another League of Legends patch notes with everything you need to know about the 7.2 patch going into the next week. Now, the last patch brought us some interesting changes with jungles getting nerfed and my personal favourite, Elise nerf. Thank you gods, thank you Riot gods, bless you so much. But if you're lazy like me and you can't be asked reading the patch notes, then hopefully this can clue you in on some of the stuff that's coming up, which champions that you play who might be getting affected, and if you did learn anything in this video that you wouldn't have learned otherwise, I'd appreciate you to hit a like on this video, and if we can get 2,000 likes on this, that'd be mighty appreciated. So there isn't a major amount of balance changes coming out of this patch. The biggest balance changes were last week, because that was the first one of the new year. Everybody was on vacation from just before Christmas to the new year, so we had a lot of balance changes to go through last time, but thankfully there's not very many this time. The first big change, of course, however, being this patch coming out is the new Warwick, who was just released onto PBE very recently. Of course, you've probably seen his cinematic, you've probably heard a little bit about him. He's got a really super easy jungle clear to the point where you can literally come out of the jungle on your first clear at full HP. Really easy jungler, but as I say, it looks like he's dropping a lot earlier than I thought. I thought it would be a couple weeks before he came out, but it looks like he might be coming out this next patch. And of course, with the rework comes a reworking of all of his skins, all of his splash arts, all that jazz, which all look absolutely fantastic, by the way. So first of all, we have Classic. He looks way more Chimera than he ever did Werewolf. Before, he just kind of looked like a bipedal wolf. Big Bad Warwick also looks absolutely terrifying. Hunter, absolutely badass. He's got like an iceberg glacier coming out the back of his like spine, I guess. Firefang looks ridiculously cool too. Hyena, who has got an engine on his back instead of the chemical concoction that is attached to him. This might be one of my favourite skins, whereas before it was one of the ones I didn't care about. Before it was just kind of like a boring regular skin. I think he had like a different laugh. That was pretty much it. But this is actually probably my favourite of his new skins as well. Marauder Warwick, badass. Doesn't compare to the Hyena one for me though, personally. Pharaoh gives him a full-on cyborg claw on his right arm, which I really like. Grey Warwick, which, don't worry, you'll never see anyway. And if you have it, or you know somebody that has it, then screw you, because he has a sword in his back in the model, and that's pretty cool. Finally, we have Earth Humanity skin, which has a Gatling gun poking out of his back, and it's great. Apart from that, though, all his abilities were also shown. The only issue I see with this is, and I hope that there is an option for this, is that I hope there's a colorblind option for his blood trail. And because that spell is going to be rendered pretty much useless to anybody that is red-green colorblind. If you're not aware what this is, it basically means that you can see the color red, you can see the color green, but when you put those two together, you perceive them as the color grey. Now, I'm not personally colorblind, but I know people that are, and have some issues with certain spells in League of Legends. Obviously, there is a colorblind mode for exactly that purpose. However, as you can imagine, with Summoner's Rift being completely green, and a lot of things being red, especially blood, it could cause a lot of problems, and I just hope that they made some steps to address that. On top of that as well, obviously his ulti scales off his movement speed. So yeah, good fun. Have fun with that one, AD carries. Good job. Good luck getting away from... good luck escaping that shit. Beyond that, we have some adorable skins. And both of these skins, I think I would probably get, but they are for champions that I already think have incredible fucking skins anyway. So picking a skin might be torture. And those ones are Stone Chaos Amumu, which is coming in at 750 RP, and Stone Chaos Blitzcrank, which is also coming in at 750 RP. Both of these come with their own particle effects, which for 750 RP skins is ridiculous. That it's not just a recolor, which is what you kind of expect for that kind of skin. You'd expect like a Swamp Cannon level recolor that is just garbage for that price. However, what we have now is a beautiful skin that has its own unique particle effects, and not to mention it is cheap as hell. So if you want to pick up a skin that's cheap, I would definitely recommend that if you're kind of short on cash and you don't want to drop 1800 RP for fucking Hot Rod Blitzcrank, then yeah, get Stone Chaos Blitzcrank or get Stone Chaos Amumu, because they are fucking cool. As well as that, we have some assets from the practice tool that's been leaked in the form of a practice dummy that happens to look pretty much exactly like Teemo. Now that's all the info that we have really been given but nonetheless badass. Now, practice mode, of course, is the mode that you can give yourself unlimited gold, no cooldowns on your spells. You can spawn in dragons, minions, buffs, anything that you want, so you can practice certain mechanics. So you can like really grind out last hitting or something like that without having to like restart games or go into custom games or stuff like that. It has been a long time coming. This is after Riot said, of course, that they didn't want to do this because they thought that grinding out mechanics was a toxic thing to encourage people to do, which I completely disagree with. But obviously, they've rescinded on that. They have decided that it is a good thing, it's a good idea. But certainly, it is on the way if this model is anything to go by. And it's a good positive thing. They're finally working on it. It's probably going to be a long time before it actually comes out. But nonetheless, it is coming out. It's too late to turn back now, Riot. You've committed to this, so we better get it. Now, finally onto the balance changes, and there honestly isn't a lot, and they're two champions that I hate to play against, and they're two champions that Uber Danger mains. So basically, fuck Uber Danger is what Riot is trying to say here. Now, that is Darius. Just a nerf to his Q, meaning that his Q damage does 35% on the regular damage. If you on the Q damage, if you hit someone with the handle of the axe and not the blade. That is down from 50%. That's nerfed down from 50%. Basically means that you have even more reason to get up and close and personal with Darius now. Don't be scared. Darius isn't even that strong a champion. Just all in him. Just all in him. As well as Darius, Yasuo is getting a tweak to his E. This isn't exactly a nerf, but it might hurt his early a little bit, but certainly help out a little bit later on as well. So basically the base damage has been lowered a little bit, and a 20% increase has been added in bonus AD. So yeah, Yasuo is still a pain in the ass, but thankfully in my elo he's always banned anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. Courage of the Colossus is getting nerfed, with the base shield on it being nerfed to a third of what it was, meaning that laning against someone using this mastery is about to get a whole lot easier. The shield duration is also being nerfed by a second, from 4 seconds down to 3, but the percentage of max health on the shield remains the same. So ultimately, late game and team fights, it won't change a whole lot, but this could have a big impact on top lane bruisers, and if they want to trade off a weaker early game in exchange for a tankier late. Considering how quickly games close out these days, I wouldn't be surprised to see a potential fall off in the amount of people using the mastery. Riot have, however, said that this nerf is a little harsh. They have actually said that it's a bit extreme, so they may pull back on it a little bit once they get some testing done. Item-wise, Duskblade of Drakthar costs 100 gold less, does 25 more damage, and Edge of Night's cooldown is lowered to 30 seconds from 45 seconds. Not that anyone besides maybe 2 or 3 champions actually buy this item, but nonetheless, it's a change. So yeah guys, these are the patch notes. I hope you guys learned a little something. If you did learn something you maybe wouldn't have known otherwise, please feel free to drop a like on this so we can see if we can hit the like goal for this this video. Beyond that, if you're new, feel free to subscribe, join the salt drawer, and I will see you tomorrow. Take it easy. Oh, also, I guess I should probably mention this. I'm doing a giveaway very soon, probably in the next day or two, where we're giving away a couple of these. I don't know, we'll probably zoom in on this. This is a Baron Nashor coin. As you can see in the front, Baron Nashor. Turn it around. You got the little thing there. As well as that, I can't find them. I have a bunch in my girlfriend's place. We're giving away, I wanted to give away something more like physical, like some actual swag instead of just RP all the time. So we're giving away 5 envelopes that have Baron Nashor coins in them. They also have a set of Twisted Fate cards in them and a letter, and they're from the Graves Twisted Fate event that was a while back last year. But we have a box full of like literally like 100 of them. So we're giving away like 5 in this giveaway, and if you guys actually like want more, then feel free, we'll do more. But we don't know if people want them or not. I mean, it's really easy. All we have to do is stick a stamp on it, and I mean, if you're comfortable giving your address, if you win, then it might be a good idea. But I know some people aren't cool with that, and that's why I kind of always done RP. But some physical swag's kind of cool, and the coin is actually really sweet. But yeah, like, let me know if that is a potential giveaway idea that would be good. I think I'm gonna do it in the next couple of days, but I probably should run it by you guys first before I actually do it. Because I know some people are weird about giving their address, but I can assure you, I will give you shit. I'm not gonna like mail bomb your house or any weird shit. Regardless, guys, see you later. Take it easy. Let me know. Peace.